mental health. And so it took me to the evaluation. It took me to office where Dr. Pickett told me, Sharon Murphy, that the test evaluations are where I tested a type of way, they now open. He said, Dr. Pickett, who was out of California, I thought, by the way, black man dreads or, tight legs to be like church people. He said that the supervisors of the Office of Access overrode him, and that they said, his supervisor, that I was crazy, and I lost Cuba at that point. They said that I need a Rule 25, and no doctor would give me one. I went to each of their clinics that did this type of evaluation, and I had to learn what it was. I knew what it was from the perspective of my sister. My sister Renee and I both, in theory, use things that might alter one's behavior, way of thinking, which falls under mental health. So, from that perspective, I look at life from Renee's eyes. I then tried to put on the basic shoe of my sister, who had a similar habit, a drug habit, they would say, where it might be on a level to narcotics, where they would use that as a means to address your mental health and your behavior. So from that perspective, I then began to think in terms of the 12-step program and the Rule 25 that they said I needed to give, that nobody would give me. And I called Michelle Stratton. I called Diana Gordon. I called Judicial Official Lionel Norris. I said, you guys ordered something, and no doctor, no clinic will give me these things. And they said, because we don't seek Sharon. So then I moved on with my life. That was 2015, and they took me. And then the same person from this clinic, mental health, where I went one day, the supervisor met me. She said, well, you said. And I said, it's unlike he said, she said. And it's like, well, what do you mean? And it's like, well, on surface level, it's 2020, right? And on surface level, you have the opportunity to reevaluate me under the same means Dr. Pickett did, and then we can go from there. And she said, no, your profile said that for 5 years they didn't medicate you. I said, excuse me? She said, your profile said for 5 years they didn't medicate you, and I stand on the side of the state. I will not work with you in any way, shape, or form, Sharon. And I said, wait a minute. Dr. Pickett said he gave me a bunch of emails. Now wait, I solicited him as I'm going through court about Keenan. I solicited him to work with me. And then he said the evaluations on paper he gave me said I tested to be normal, average thinking, and that he felt his supervisor did me dirty, but there was nothing he could do about it. And then you're the supervisor, and then for 5 years you're claiming what? What medication you get prescribed for you? That's all I wanted to know. And she was like, what, excuse me? And it's like, well, because in theory, if on paper I tested normal average, why would you say I was crazy? And at that point she said, because you were suing the state of Minnesota. And that makes you crazy because you said they owe you money. And I said, are you discriminating against me because I'm black? And she said, what do you mean? I said, as far as I'm concerned, the state can owe me $1 fucking dollar. They can owe me 18 billion, trillion, gazillion dollars. And that's not your business. So if you're judging me and telling me on my color I'm not owed $1, you got me fucked up, because they might owe me 18 trillion, billion, gazillion dollars, and you would be fucking it up even if they owed me $1, because you said my black ass don't deserve no dollars, right? And she was like, what?
Olson and 7th Street Station.
I said, I have to be done with it. I'm going to seek access. She said, excuse me. I said, you're a solicited company paid for by the state of Minnesota to go to court and forge records, which you did. You forged my records. You said, I tested normal average under the paperwork that you gave me, and then you overwrote it. You said that based on what I said, which was the state of Minnesota owed me money for discriminating against me. You said I was crazy, and then now you said you waited 5 years to give me what drug? It is that man-made pill where it might contain opiates, meth, where it might speed up my system, slow down my system, where that might alter my way of thinking and cause suicidal thoughts, where I thought of hurting myself. Could you be liable for that?